Right guys, how's it going? Welcome back on this fine gorgeous day. It's now Saturday the 12th of April. It's absolutely stunning, nice blue skies. Got the hens out, they're running about, well, bathing in the sun. So guys, today my plan is to get some onion sets out. I was going to do it next weekend, the Easter bank holiday, but I got stuff on next weekend, so I'm going to do it today. 7 days is not going to make any difference. Check the weather's spot on anyway. It is what it is. They're quite hardy, nice onion sets. Got some stir on, and also I have got some Carmen as well. Don't really normally grow red onions. They are red onion sets. Like I say, I don't really normally grow red onions because they are prone for bolting. I do struggle with them, but we'll give it a little shot. I did have a little bit of a boo-boo with the onion set. I bought 2 packs of onion sets from a supermarket, and then when I got them home I realised that they were the Japanese onions, so basically overwinter onions. I did Google it and research it and stuff like that, and I said if I plant them out as like normal onions, will it be alright? But I kept on saying that it's at your own risk. They could bolt, so I'm not really going to take the risk. If I got somewhere spare around the garden, I might just put them in just to see what happens, you know, if anything comes from them. So I've been up to the garden centre and I managed to get myself, like I said, some stir on and also some Carmen. So what we'll do is, guys, we're going to the greenhouse and give a little update in the greenhouse, see how things are getting on, because a lot of plants in there are growing really, really well now. Hopefully not long now, and we're going to start getting them planted out. That mesh over there, that's for the peas. I really need to sort that out. Because the peas are starting to grow really fast now. I am going to get that sorted and get them planted out. And then what I want to do is the multi-cell trays, if they're still okay, once I pop them out, I'm going to reuse them and set some more peas away, just in case anything happens to them. Okay guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go inside of the greenhouse and have a little look to see what's going on with the plants. Okay? Right, and guys, so inside of the greenhouse, as you can see, we're chock-a-block. So these are the peas I'm hoping to get out. As you can see there, lovely pea. As you can see, I nipped off the top and it's causing side shoots, so it's really good. So sweet corn's looking okay. These 3 haven't germinated. I'm not really bothered about that. The tomatoes are coming on nicely now, so not long now and I'll be pricking them out and putting them into some pots. Fennel's looking good, so I need to get them moved on into pots. Got some more fennel over here. We have got some cucumbers, a Ladiva. That's one of the courgettes coming through. The round ones. Bear with us 2 seconds. I'll give you a little look. So that's them ones. They're coming through nicely. 29 pence. 29 pence for that seed. Perfect. Bargain. Got some pumpkins over there, just waiting for them to germinate. Melons over there, just waiting for them to germinate. The lettuce. Been going through the lettuce and putting them into some multi-cell trays. I do need to get some more multi-cell trays. I'm running low. These are some all year round cauliflowers, so they're ready to be potted up. I want to start going through some of the kohlrabi. I want to start going through the red cabbage, rainbow swede, butternut squash, musabra leeks, beetroot. I'm going to directly sow some beetroots. Spring onions. These are the swedes what I've just been going through, and much as there. These are some just cabbages, All green bush courgette, quality onions, they're doing really well. A little bit early to get them out. I'm not going to get them out just yet. I'll probably be working around about the end of this month, maybe we can start finding a location in the garden to get them out. These are some Boris F1 cauliflowers, and they're doing fantastic in these little trays. As you can see, they're all standing up nice there. They haven't been hit on out. They haven't turned blue on out where they've been hit with a cold check. Nice and green, which I'm pleased with. Calabrese Marathon F1. This is the broccoli. Calabrese, looking really good. Nice plants again. And then over here, this is my summer cabbages. So they're looking good. You know, a couple of little ones there and a little bit smaller, but that's absolutely fine, as I've got a load of them sitting right there. This is more Calabrese sitting there. This is some more cabbages, Savoy cabbage, just sitting over there, coming through nicely now. More butternut squash, more cucumbers. These are the white cabbage, what you use for like pickling and stuff. So yeah, I've got quite a bit going on at the moment. And then in that greenhouse there, it will just go around and have a little look. So these are some spare leeks, which we're going to start going through soon. And these are the giant cabbages. They're doing okay, to be honest with you. They have had a check, as you can see the purple there. That means they've been hit with a cold, well, basically on the night time when it gets freezing cold, they just got a little check on it. So that's what you look out for on your cabbages. As soon as you see anything like that on your cabbages or on your brassicas, they had a little bit of a check. So the growth has slowed down a little bit, but they will start picking up, because not long now, and I'm just going to get them planted out. I keep them inside of here because it's a lot cooler inside of here than it is inside of there. So that's why they had a check, and also they get quite big as well. So we'll go back into the greenhouse. So then guys, back here inside of the greenhouse. It is rather warm in here, so I don't want to stay in too long. I have got a little bit of airflow coming through there, and the door is open. But we're just going to quickly go through the onion set. This bag here. Bag of stir on. £2. There we go. So £2 for all them onion set. I was quite late getting them, but I sat there for a good 20 minutes just going through them and just hand picking the best ones. As you can see there, some nice onion sets. Lovely. And then these ones are the Carmen. So these cost me £1. These ones, yeah. I'm trying to let you have a look in the bag. So these are Carmen. These cost me £1. See. And they're a nice onion set. So I didn't get many of these, I just got a few, like I said, because they're normally bought. But we'll give them a shot. Plenty of onions. Also, I got recommended off another gardener to get these Carmen F1 cucumbers. Now he reckons these are good for the local shows because they grow quite long. They grow, he showed us a picture, he grew one, it was probably about that big. It's a lovely size, lovely quality, nice and straight. And he told us what seed it was. So I went up and I bought it from the garden centre. It did cost me £5 for that seed. And you only get 5 in. So basically I paid £1 a seed. So I'm going to sow some of them today. I'm going to do say 2 plants. Because I've got other cucumbers there, I've got the Lodiva. So I'm just going to go 2 of them. And they're probably going to ponytail down the bottom of the garden. So yeah, quite exciting about them. So what I do is I will just quickly knock 2 seeds up in a pot. I've got these cups. Looking for the secateurs. Highlight the hole at the bottom. The compost, might be compost anyway. Pile of shite to be honest. Compost is horrendous these days, I'm telling you, absolutely horrendous. So I'm just trying to move things around. If it goes 2 seconds, let's go and see what the crack is with this chicken. What's on? Hey, up, up. Up. Hey, sorry about that. It's that nesting box being pinched. I'm not going to deal with that, you know what I mean? Honestly. Where in your neck in, man? Aye, £5. There we go. That's a seed there. That's £1. So I'm just going to do 2 seed. Wow. I just push the seed in with my finger and then just cover it up. And what I'll do is I will, and I'll try the pencil somewhere. Yeah. Try the pencil somewhere. I need to look for another pencil, but what I'll do is I'll give it a little bit of a drink. And let's soak through. A little bit of a top up and just go to now a little drink. There we go, job's a good one. So what I'll probably do is, wherever I put it, let's put the seed back in the case. And then on the back of there, it's got what it is. So I'm just going to just stick that in there like that, so I know what it is. And then what I do is, once I find a pencil, I'll just write on that cup there what it is. So that's another job done. Happy days, happy days. See what these are like. See what these are like. the bloke who told us about them, he was showing off all these pictures and that, and they were pretty impressive. And he said, go and get them, Jay. It's not too late, get the seed. So I did. Didn't realise they were £5 though, we never told us that bit. There we go. Sorted. Happy days. Right, now. What's all going on? What's all going on? What's going on? Right, well then. There we go. Can't argue with the ladies. Can't argue with them. So let them crack on. Right, so what I'm going to do now is show you where I'm going to be putting these onions. Time's ticking on. I need to crack on. I need to get out there. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a light rake just to level it off. And then I'm going to go around with a little dabber. Boop, 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 boop. Dab some holes in. And then start planting these onion sets out. So let's go and have a little look. Because these are doing my head in. Right, and guys, so this is the area where I'm going to be putting my onions. I'm putting all the stir on in here anyway. I don't know where I'm going to put the red ones yet, I haven't decided. But stir on's going in here. We'll see how far we'll get with them. And I've just been in there and just given it a little bit of a light rake. But I want to quickly show you this. This is my pear tree. And it's got loads of blossom on. It's absolutely beautiful. Haven't had no pears off this yet, like. I think it's about 3-year-old, this plant. 3-4-year-old. So fingers crossed we'll get some pears this year. We will see. Nice little display there on the tulips. And then obviously all the little gooseberries are starting to come on, yeah. Lovely, 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 lovely. So then, let's get over here, in there, and crack on. Right, and guys, so these are the onion sets. I just put them inside here, so it's easier for me to select the better ones. And as you can see there, £2. £2 for all them. You know, like that there, I wouldn't use. But yeah, happy days. So this here is just like a guide, because obviously I want to have a good gap so I can get in with the hoe and give it a hoe and stuff. Because it's very important that you leave enough space so you get in between each row of onions for hoeing out, getting rid of the weeds and stuff. I want to use this as a dabber. So for example, come up here, just make sure it's all straight. Little dab there. Make sure you leave a nice gap. Little dab there. Little dab there. So what I'm going to do, guys, is, because it's going to take a while to fill this, I'm just going to just crack on with it. And then we'll have a little look. Okay? Right, and guys, so there you have it. That took a good 20 minutes. Half an hour. But altogether in here we've got like probably rows of 10, and it's about 180 onions in there. So we'll see what comes from them. And also I've got a few left in there. So there we go, guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the hose out and just give them a water in, and obviously that will close up the holes. I do want them to be covered a little bit because birds will come down and they start pulling them out and stuff, so I'd rather have them covered a little bit till they get a hold. Once they get a hold, start shooting up the green foliage, and then we'll get in. Once we start hoeing it and getting rid of all the weeds, we'll start going round the bulbs and just opening up the ground a little bit so the bulbs can start swelling out. That's the plan. I'm not going to do any of the red onions just yet because I don't know where about in the garden I'm going to put them. I am thinking about using this section here as like a veg section. Like a salad section. So spring onions are going to be going in there. I'll probably chop that in half, put a bit of mesh down there for the peas to grow up, and I might put a bit of mesh down there for the other peas to grow up. So we've got two bits of mesh work down there, and then I could do some lettuces inside of here, some beetroots there. We've got some fennel and stuff what we need to start going through, so that can go inside of this area and such. Carrots can go over there, cabbages, cauliflowers, broccolis can go over here. What else have we got? Sweet corn. We'll try and squeeze the sweet corn in somewhere over here as well. Run out of space, Jay. You run out of space. Courgette. A couple of courgettes over there. Pumpkins. Butternut squash. I've got this little bit of space over there what I can use and all, but I just need to get it meshed off a little bit, because as soon as these chickens get in there they just destroy it. So I'm just trying to work out where things are going. Well, there we go. Happy days. I'm going to get the hose out now, give these a bit of a water in, and then get the hens back in there in the coops, and then call it a day. And then tomorrow or later on, see how I feel, probably tomorrow now, we'll start getting some of the short onions out. So then guys, there you have it, a little bit of a water in. That's just locked them in, just spreaded the soil around the onion set and filled the hole, which is perfect. So I'm not going to water these all the time, just water them every now and again once it gets a little bit dry and stuff, because if you water them too much you just end up rotting them away. So just let them just crack on. That little bit of water I've done there has probably just went down just a little bit like that, to be honest with you, not a lot. But like I said, we'll just let them be, see what tomorrow's like. I may give them another little water on tomorrow, just to kick that in, so they start shooting roots down. But onions are quite good, and they're quite fast at hiding roots down once they get a hold. So I'm really pleased with that. Happy days. So then guys, there you have it. That's the holes all filled in with the water. Like I said, it's probably only went down the water just a little bit. I'll give it a little top up tomorrow, and then leave it as that, as such. Probably do it once a week or something, depending on the weather, because the last thing I want to do is keep on watering them all the time and then start rotting off. Like I said before guys, I'm just working out where stuff are going to be going, where my peas are going to be going, my cabbages, etc. So that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. But there we go. What we're going to do now is guys, we're going to call it a day, and then tomorrow or later on, see how I feel, I need to get down to the pony tunnel and start getting some of the shore leaks put out. So if I decide to do that today, I'll add it on in this video. If not, we'll wait till tomorrow, get it done, and I can upload the video on Sunday. But we'll see how we'll get on. It's a nice day, it's a nice evening. So I'll catch you in a bit guys. Dropping out. Right, how's it going guys? It is Saturday evening. Just got a couple more hours to play with, so I popped down inside of the pony tunnel, as you can see behind us, and what I'm doing is I'll spin you around, is getting the manure out of the compost bins what's well broken down, because I need to start getting these leaks out. I need to get these leeks planted out so they can start getting the roots down and start getting the cells grown properly. So it is moist underneath there. I'm getting that there, I'm putting it on top, and I'll just give it a little light digging. I think the leeks will be more effective when that's on top, and then once I water it, it just soaks into it. And also leeks, these leeks are what we go here for the shows, they do like moist soil, but you've got to be very careful, because they can't get diseases and stuff. So what this will do is, this will just keep all the moisture in at the bottom underneath here, so all the moisture will stay here, and this will more or less be on the top, hopefully that makes sense. I've got a plan in my head what I'm going to be doing, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not going to really get these out today. I'll probably get these out tomorrow. I'm just getting all this prepped up while I got a couple hours to kill. So there we go. Hope that made sense. That's the plan. So yeah, I crack on, and then what I do, guys, is once I come back up the garden tomorrow, I start getting these planted out. I'll show you these planted out and stuff, and then I'll get the video uploaded. So I'll get this on now. I'll give you another little look to see what it looks like, so you've got a bit of an idea what I'm going to be doing, and then we'll call it a day, and I'll catch you back out tomorrow. Right, and guys, I'm calling it a day now. Time's getting on. It's probably about 6:30 in the evening, so I want to go home now and chill out. So I'll quickly spin you around now and let you have a little look to see where I'm up to. So there we go. We've got a couple of piles here. I am getting it from out of there and putting it there, and obviously I'm going through it and all that, taking all the plastics out, all the, like, the nettle weeds and etc, roots, dodgy roots, things like that, as best I can. But I am thinking about taking all that off there, because all the goodies will be dripped into there and looks quite good in there. I want to get in there with the shovel and scrape all out as well. So it is taking longer than I thought. It is taking longer as I thought. So it's still a couple hours there to sort this out and sort all this out, get it all sorted and get these planted out and etc. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to edit this, get it all downloaded, try and upload it tonight, part 1, and maybe do a little part 2 tomorrow. Just be potting these out, and then maybe a little bit crack on at the other garden, you know what I mean? Maybe sorting out the mesh for the peas, so we can do that tomorrow. So we can get these planted out, because I want these planted out, because it's sitting in pots for, been in them pots now for a good 4 weeks or something. So I want them out there now, and I want them in the trench. We can do that tomorrow, and then also we can blast up to the garden and sort the hens out, and then make out the mesh for the peas. Try and sort out a plan of action, what we want to do in the garden. I'll quickly show you around and show you something. Yeah, these are my giant sweets. So I got the seed from Giant Veg, and only done a couple of seed, and managed to get these away, and they're doing okay. Nice. They're even starting to develop a little sweet. How cool is that, eh? That there is just going to be, hopefully, I get anything from them, it's just for the shows. So when I put my leeks in, what's it called, cucumber, all that sort of stuff, you know, it's just for the table, you know, it's just a local show. It was just, all I want to do is to support the local club, because obviously all the local clubs are starting to, like, die down a little bit and all that sort of style, so they need all the support they can get. So we'll do the garden shows, just to get that bit of support, you know what I mean? So these are just for show, just for people to look, and just a bit of a wow factor, hopefully. Same with the leeks and the local shows, you don't get much money if you come first or like that, you know what I mean? You just get your money back what you put in and paying for the subs at the end of the day. If you want to hit the big shows, you hit Harrogate, all that sort of stuff, and then, you know, but this is a starting point. The little local shows, you know, at your local clubs, you start from there, meet all the growers, start to get the plants, and you work your way up. That's the way I'm doing it anyway. But yeah, so they'll be interested to see if anything comes from them, fingers crossed. I never get no luck with Swedes or not like that, so be a bit of a challenge this year, but that's the way it is. So there we go, guys, right? Part 1, hopefully part 2 will be on tomorrow. Depends how we get on, maybe Monday, see how we get on. But yeah, so cheers for watching, cheers for your likes, cheers for your comments, and enjoy your garden and the sun.